Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. Hope you're all doing well. You're making it through today. We're tackling Tuesday together. So, not a whole lot today. I am off. It used to be my schedule, used to be off Tuesdays and Thursdays. That just always worked better for me. I don't mind working weekends except for maybe the occasional weekend off. But this week, Tuesday and Thursday. However, like we talked about yesterday, my library store was going to have a half off sale starting today, and that would be this week. So I got up this morning, I'd set my alarm, I was up for a little bit, then back to sleep. Then I woke up and it was like 9:30. They open at 10. So got up, time to sparkle, and took a shower, took care of Sophia there, told her I'd be back. I was going to go to the store as well, but you know what? There's nothing that can't wait until tomorrow or the next day. So I went and got a 20 out of the bank, as I do, and you never know what you're going to find. So I did spend $15. However, technically $13 because $2 for one book for my mom, the latest Jan Carone, My Beloved, that came out in the fall. And I missed out on it a couple of weeks ago. I saw it in one of their pictures on Facebook. They always post when they have new fiction in the bays up front. And by the time I got there, literally an hour later, somebody had snatched it up. So I saw it today and was like, I'll grab it and I'll take it at Mother's Day. So I spent $13. What did I get? Well, as you can tell from that tiny stack I'm holding, I got a good bit. It's a mixed bag too. Media was meh. So starting off, CDs. So the first CD I got Aretha Franklin's Greatest Hits 1980 to 94. I have one of her the other greatest hits of hers, but that's the 60s. This one I don't have until now, but this one has, hello Gen X, Freeway of Love, I Knew You Were Waiting For Me with George Michael, Who's Zooming Who. So good. So glad to add Aretha into the mix here. CDs are $1.50. 50 cents. The other one I saw, because it was it's a Discovery sampler, alternative. So from 1995. So Hum, Sleeper, Truck Stop Love, Fury in the Slaughterhouse, and Wanderlust. So I definitely want to give it a listen. Now, my thing was, I saw this, okay. I always check the discs. I open it up. Okay. Like it's never been played, hardly. However, I see where this disc originally was in 1995. And there are, basically, this is one of those Discovery discs that you would buy at Blockbuster Music, of all places. And it still has the coupons for $2 off Hum, Sleeper, Truck Stop Love, Fear in the Slaughterhouse, and Wanderlust. Save up to $10 at Blockbuster Music. From BMG Music Service. Remember them? Remember Columbia House and BMG were the two big CDs for 10 for $1 and a penny or whatever. I had both, and that helped a lot of my collection. These coupons expired October 31st, 95. I love that they're still intact. That is freaking awesome. So that was worth it, honestly, just for this. So I am going to look these up on Apple Music and listen to the songs too while I'm at it. So, but yeah, hey, 50 cents, it's worth it just for that piece of paper. So Blockbuster Music. When I moved here, it was it was a Turtles Music. Do you remember those? And then that closed down, and then Blockbuster Music was in its place. So that sounds right. Now, for DVDs, of course, again, 50 cents. So everything being half off. So DVDs are generally $1. So I got $1, $2, $3, $4. One I already had. I really should have put it back, but I put it in the bedroom for whatever. So I did get this one, the Bible, the Epic miniseries. 440 minutes. Has no one in the cast I've ever heard of, but for 50 cents, I can live. So the other, you know, I need a new workout disc, and this one just, I think, fits all the bills. Island Girl Dance Fitness Workout for Beginners, Cardio Hula, with Keely, or Kylie, K-I-L-I, Keely? Anyway, I feel like this will help me get laid. And it's still sealed. How awesome is that? If I wanted to, I could probably sell it for $7 or something on eBay. So, yeah. The other, The Oldest Living Confederate Widow Tells All. Got a great cast. Diane Lane, Cicely Tyson, Anne Bancroft, and the late, great Donald Sutherland. I remember this, but I do remember, I think Sally Field was one very similar to this, where she's like the oldest Confederate bride, maybe, or something. I don't know. But this is 170 minutes. And I hate when they don't put the year on these things. Oh, 93. Okay. The 90s. Now, this one I thought I had, but it is new and sealed. The widescreen edition of The Peacemaker with George Clooney and Nicole Kidman. So, weirdly, I didn't have it already. And this was from 98. So, it's a very 90s day, obviously. This one, remember The Fugitive? So we have the spinoff, U.S. Marshals, with Tommy Lee Jones, Wesley Snipes, and somehow I forgot Robert Downey Jr. was in this. This was, oh God, what year was it? 98. So, wow, this was before Iron Man became a thing for him. But, I mean, I always loved Robert Downey Jr. He was in Weird Science. Oh, my gosh. So, The Pickup Artist, Less Than Zero, Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield. Oh, my God. So, but weirdly, how I didn't have this in my collection either. It's crazy. So, also, Legends of the Fall. Last time I watched this, it was on VHS that I checked out from, that I rented from CVS back in the day, or Rite Aid. Anyway, it was from a drugstore or movie gallery or Blockbuster. We had many options in our small town. But man, yeah, Henry Thomas from E.T., he's in this as well. So, good to have that. Now, this other, I did have one, but not the other. The romantic comedy double feature. I'm pretty sure I already have My Best Friend's Wedding, but not The Wedding Planner. Wow. Matthew McConaughey really cleaned up well in that. Now he's going for that rugged, needs to take a shower look, I guess. But I saw this. You're looking at a quarter a movie. That's not bad. However, when I open it up, okay, has both movies. Oh, what is this? There is, wow, there's a bonus disc for Maid of Honor. And, thank you for purchasing this DVD. Hey, there's movie cash for Maid of Honor. Wow. Expires June 15th, 2008. Valid for one admission of up to $7.50 for Maid of Honor only. Wow. I wonder if I went to useyourcash.com. Woo. I just love finding stuff like that still in there. That is wild, you know. I don't even think the discs were, I mean, yeah, I don't even think the discs were ever watched either. So that's pretty cool. So DVDs, selections, kind of a mixed bag as usual. Now, Gen Xers. We love suspense books. And if the name Lois Duncan rings a bell for you, welcome. So I found 2 of her books. The first one was Locked in Time. I'd never heard of this one before. And Lois Duncan, you know, wrote many, Killing Mr. Griffin. Now this one was done back in, let's check and see, 1985. So it doesn't occur to Nora to take the dream morning seriously. Her new stepmother and stepbrother seem nice. But why does Nora feel so uneasy around them? Maybe she should have listened. So Lois Duncan. I have a few of hers already. Now this other one, I'm pretty sure I already have a copy, but not this particular one. And you'll see why. Because, of course, I Know What You Did Last Summer, the movie tie-in cover. I realize there are differences in the book and movie. Don't care. But, you know, I had to have that cover. That is just 50 cents. Now, these others I had not seen. But, of course, they had a bunch of kids' books on a church pew. And the one that stood out to me was Young Indiana Jones and the Circle of Death. I love the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles when they had him as a wee one, and then when he turned into Sean Patrick Flannery. Because Sean Patrick Flannery was... But I love those books. I have the Indiana Jones paperbacks because they do cover his older adventures and the graphic novels and the Young Indiana Jones too. So I saw this, I had to get it. It looks like he's somewhere at the Stonehenge. So I'd never seen that before. So awesome. The other one I saw, you know, my love for the Hardy Boys. I love me the Hardy Boys. This one I saw, but it's a hardcover. And, okay, so JFB, Just for Boys, from Weekly Reader. The Hardy Boys, Danger on the Air. This is like number 90-something in the series. I had to do a Google search. It's not necessarily one I have to collect, but it's so unique, I had to. And it was a quarter. Because kid stuff is 50 cents. So this one was done in 1989. And you'll see these hardcover formats. That's going to be the next, this and 2 more books. But it was the only Hardy Boys one they had. And I thought that was pretty cool. So 89. The other, this one's The 3 Investigators, Crime Busters, Thriller Diller. Never heard of the series, but let's see. We investigate anything. Jupiter Jones, founder. Okay. But I'd never heard of this series before, and I love finding about like another kid series. This one, 89. Again, Just for Boys from Weekly Reader. Remember when you would like order, you would cut that strip order form from your Weekly Reader, check your box, and you'd bring your cash and you'd turn it into your teacher, and like a week or 2 later your book showed up. It was kind of not exactly the same thing as Scholastic Book Fair, because we really didn't have those. We did the Weekly Reader. When they brought out that new issue, and you're like, I want that poster, I want that book. I still have an original Return of the Jedi poster somewhere. I think it was like $1, and it's barely holding on. I feel like I really should just get it framed or something. So, but this one was from 1989 as well. Now, this one is also part of the 3 Investigator series, The Mystery of the Whispering Mummy. This one, just for boys. And now this one, you don't know it's part of the Investigators until you get into it going, oh, the 3 Investigator series. So you just go by the title of the book. This one, now this one was originally published in 1965. A paperback edition was 78. This edition, 1985 for Weekly Reader. So, Ra Orkhan has been dead for 3,000 years. Dead and silent. But now the mummy of Ra Orkhan has started whispering strange words in an ancient Egyptian tongue. Why is he speaking? And how? Is the horrible curse of Ra Orkhan about to be fulfilled? The 3 investigators are determined to find out. I just love kids' mysteries. I freaking love them. I just do. So, they are just the best. So, now, more books is what we're fixing to do. So, hold on here. Sorry. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. Okay. Now, you all know I love Halloween. Halloween year-round for me, except for that little blip of Christmas. You know, well, Thanksgiving, little blip, and then blip of Christmas. I love Halloween. I could celebrate Halloween, honestly, year-round. And more or less, I do. So, that being said, I found 4 Halloween books on decorations, etc. So, there's 4 total. They were $1, half off, 50 cents each. So, for $4, I got 4 Halloween books. Now, the first one is Matthew Mead's Halloween Spooktacular. I feel like I have this one. It's probably in storage, but or it's an older version and it's beat up. That I think I got at the library store many years ago, and they were going to throw away. But this one's in really good condition. Hundreds of bewitching creations and dazzling decorations. So, cast a spell this Halloween with shockingly simple tricks and treats. And this one is from, it just screams, hello, Martha Stewart. This one is from Oxmoor House, 2013. So, got all kinds of cool crafts and etc. Now, the other 3 are Better Homes and Gardens. So, with that, we've got Better Homes and Gardens, Big Book of Halloween, Boodles of Ideas. Halloween's a time for fun, and this book is packed with silly, weird, wacky, and wonderfully spooky ideas. Big Book of Halloween gives you dozens of ideas to make haunting decorations, more than 25 devilishly delicious recipes, inspiration for spooktacular party invitations, costumes, treat holders, and ways to haunt up your home. From glowing pumpkins to the best goodies around, you're about to enjoy the best Halloween ever. So, now this one, 2003. So, from 2003. I definitely want some from the 80s and 90s. Now, some from the 70s, that would be pretty awesome. Nobody really does crafty anymore. They know they can just go buy it at, like, Target or wherever, So, even, like, Home Goods and TJ Maxx and their Halloween stuff. Better Homes and Gardens Halloween, 101 frightfully fun ideas. Now this one, Halloween has never been happier. Get ready for family fun with this exciting new book filled with inspiring ideas to celebrate Halloween. And look, there's a kid in a frog costume. So, they look like they're having fun. Now this one, 2000. So 2003, 2013, 2000. Okay. And then, Better Homes and Gardens, Halloween Pumpkins and Parties. 101 spooktacular ideas. Spine-tingling fun awaits. Celebrate Halloween in style with all new ideas for our irresistible pumpkins. Spooktacular costumes, fiendish foods, and beautiful decorations. With dozens of patterns, step-by-step directions, and kitchen-tested recipes waiting, the memories from this Halloween will haunt you with happiness. I just love these books. This one, 2002. 2000, 2002, 2003. And then 2013 on that last one. So I just love these books. And I might never make anything, but I do get the Martha Stewart. She does a magazine as well, like a special Halloween issue, where she's like in costume on the cover because, she's freaking Martha. Hey, Body Parts Pizza and Finger Foods. And Spooks on a Stick. That's, I wish I was that creative. Sadly, I am not. Now, speaking of Martha, you all know of my love for the Martha. I have loved Martha Stewart since the mid-'80s. She is what I would aspire to be. And I saw this one. I did not have it. So, Martha Stewart's Quick Cook. It's an original edition, hence you can tell there's no barcode. There is a SKU. And this was $17.95 and published 1983. The year Return of the Jedi came out. So that is pretty freaking wild. I love Martha. She's only gotten better with age. And I love how, she's unapologetically herself. And she surrounded herself with her gays, as she does. So, and she's just awesome. Roku has a Martha channel. And I do watch that a lot. So, I wish I could be a domestic, but who would I be a domestic for? It's a good thing. Now, the last thing, gang. I usually have an eye for certain things. And when you're browsing, you can some stuff stands out to you. So, I saw this book and I was like, it kind of jumped out at me. And as some things do. This one, it's a very nice coffee table book. It is Louis Vuitton Architecture and Interiors. And I looked at it, just looking at it, I was like, that's a nice looking book. I mean, it's very, 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 very fancy. Very fancy. And I did a quick image search of this thing. And, yeah. You can't tell. Okay, that's just annoying. $130. It was 4. I paid 2. Now, the thing is, you can always go by that, but you have to go what has sold, which is really cool though. So, even for that one, wow, that particular one, different variants, but there are no really solds on that, which is very surprising. I kind of figured there would be, but you have to catch the right person with that book. So you can look but even then it's going to go right over here with my other books. And if I see the opportunity to sell it, if I can get $100 for it, and I bought it for, $2. So I mean that's something there. So that's pretty good. So if I were to sell it, I feel like I could make some money. So, but again, you can see, oh man, there's so many other. Yeah, 170 never opened new, and you have to be conscious of that decision. 130 $150. Now, I bet if there was a listing on that particular book for like 80, 85, those are kind of high. I don't know how rare this book is, but I don't think anybody's going to pay $150. Somebody has it $290. So, but hey, the opportunity's there. So that's pretty cool. If I ever decided to, I could sell it. I love seeing stuff like that going, you know, I think I could take a chance for $2. The good thing about there, they had like the Better Homes and the Halloween books. There were like other antique books there, and they have really cool. They don't really make them anymore. They're like the book on California pottery, values, history, plenty of illustrations to know what you're looking for, and that's the best thing about those. And that's why I hate they don't do. Now you can just do like Google Lens. It's not the same, but I love keeping books like that for reference purposes. Even just to get it, and it tells you the history of the company. You know, I have one, I think, on Fiestaware. I have one on Corningware. I wish I had one for, like, Tupperware. You know, those kind of guides are becoming a lost art. They're great reference books. And some can go for good money because there's just some stuff you probably can't find online. So... But that, gang, is my $13 library store haul. So, not bad. However, I did see, I'm pretty happy. I probably won't go back for 2 weeks now. Right before the 1st, maybe. Because then they'll have, like, a stuff-a-sack on the 1st. You know me, I don't go. As far as news, hold on. The best thing I saw today, earlier... was, bear with me here. I really want the Aliens Expanded 40th Anniversary Edition. That looks pretty sweet. It's a documentary, but it has so much. I tried ordering once before, and it kept refusing my card. I don't know why. But they did announce a... Okay. Now, apparently there's the Housemaid's Secret Steelbook 4K. Why the hell does Sydney Sweeney always look constipated? Oh, God. So... like, can she not smile? Lord. She just always looks like she's like, I ate too much cheese. I just, you know. But they did announce this... Steven Spielberg Spotlight Collection, which looks really, really sweet. The only issue I have, and they're all steel books, which are nice. But the problem is, I think we all have the 4K, and they're all 4K. If I could buy them individually, I would want... Close Encounters, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and E.T. On these they are using the original movie poster art, which is awesome, but it has a pre-order price of $200. The problem is we have already. I have multiple versions of Jaws, Close Encounters, Raiders, E.T. Definitely Jurassic Park. I do have a copy of Schindler's List. I have Saving Private Ryan. I think I have the regular DVD of War of the Worlds. Not exactly a favorite of mine. The original one is. But the steelbooks look sweet. I love it when they do movie poster art on a steelbook. If it was $100, I would jump on that in a heartbeat because they're all steelbooks. That's pretty sweet. But that's really cool. And I just... the problem is... you already have these movies, and they've been out long enough. Of course, we all do. So, that's the drop. Really, I scroll back there. Sydney Sweeney again. She just always looks so like you're bothering her. Hi. Okay. Sorry, that's my little rant there on her. Not really the biggest fan of her. The first time I recall seeing her was Anyone But You with Glenn Powell. Who, I love Glenn Powell. I don't really care for her. She's very not wooden. It's just like she plays the same thing all the time. So, anyway. That's just me. So, hi, I'm constipated. So anyway, but that Spielberg set looks pretty cool. Now it's $200. That's 8 movies. In the grand scheme, that's $25 a pop. So that's really not bad. Not that it's every Spielberg movie. I just love the movie cover art on a steelbook. And I already own E.T. in a steelbook. So it was the Target exclusive, which is really neat, which I like. But I love the original movie poster art. So, but holy crap. Well, this is... Okay. This has turned into a different, long video. I'm sorry, gang. But hey, not bad for a Tuesday, huh? Yeah. So that's all I got for today. I mean, it's been a good day. That was the main thing I was going for. I didn't feel like stopping by the store. That can wait. But I'm happy with what I got today. So, yay. If there's any more news that pops up, I'll let you all know. Yeah, so that's really all I got. So, you all try and make it through Tuesday. I mean, I'm basically done. I'm going to do extra cheesy hamburgers for dinner since I don't have any avocados. I just didn't feel like stopping anywhere else. I just came straight on home. And that's what I'll do tonight. So, yeah. So, I'm going to get this video posted for your pleasure tonight. And we shall meet back here tomorrow. I am a mid tomorrow, so it will be later. I don't know if I'll buy anything, but it is payday. So, yay. I could go ahead and hit my $20 mark and earn another $5 reward. So, I don't know. We'll see. It all depends on my mood. And then Thursday, I'll probably just go to the store and get what I need for the next couple of days. Also, I'll go ahead. I'm on half a tank of gas, and then I'll gas up on Thursday, I guess. So, yeah. So, which I'm sure you wanted to know. Oh, this is my Bush t-shirt. I stopped at Walmart on Easter and got it. It was like $13. Has the tour on the back. Pretty awesome. So, hello, Gen Xers. I just really wish they would reissue an REM Out of Time shirt I used to have. I wore it to death, and vintage ones go for bank. I just want a copy of it. So, I just wish you'd say, hey, can y'all reissue that shirt? That'd be great. So, because I want it again. So, I even wore to death. It was a Kramer shirt I had. It was a Seinfeld shirt that had the portrait of Kramer, the Kramer. You know, I wore it to death. Got holes in it. Same thing with the REM. So, but anyway, sorry, started to ramble, and we're at like over 30 minutes. So, that's all I got for today, gang. You all enjoy the rest of your day. Make it through the work day. Eat you a good dinner. And don't stay up too late doom scrolling on the YouTube and the phone and etc. And we will all tackle Wednesday together. Hopefully. We're going to handle Wednesday together. Middle of the week, gang. We got this. All right. So, again, I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I gained another subscriber, so thank you so much. I try not to let you down. Every day's not great, but then there's days like this. What's up with that? So, yeah. So, thank you so much. I appreciate you all, and I'm glad you're here. I'm glad to be here, and to talk to you all and share my interests. So that's just so great. All right, gang. That's all I got. I'm going to get this posted, and you all enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I will catch you all tomorrow.